Welcome, Pui, to the Redditor's world. This is no ordinary corner of the internet. Here we dive deep into Reddit's darkest threads, where whispers echo, shadows move, and reality starts to fray. These aren't just stories. They're real posts. Real people. Real terror. Every week we uncover tales that blur the line between fact and fiction. From psychological horror and glitch in the matrix moments, to spine-chilling encounters that leave you questioning what's possible. So if you're into mysterious roads, haunted mirrors, cursed tunnels, and cryptic clues buried in comment sections, you're in the right place. Dim the lights, put on your headphones, and don't look behind you, because in the Redditor's world, the scariest stories might just be true.
I thought I had life figured out. Until the man I loved, the father of my unborn child, looked me in the eye and said 6 words that shattered everything. I can't be there. I'm married. I was 23, fresh out of college, living in a small rented apartment with peeling paint and dreams too big for my paycheck. Life wasn't perfect, but it was mine. And when I found out I was pregnant, that chaotic world suddenly felt like it had a center. A purpose. The baby's father was 37, kind, mature, grounded, or so I believed. He was the first man who ever made me feel seen, really seen. Not just for my body or my ambition, but for my heart. He made me laugh in quiet coffee shops. He listened to me rant about work. He kissed my forehead after every ultrasound. We'd been together for nearly a year. He said he wanted to build a future with me. He helped paint the nursery, pale yellow with little stenciled stars. He picked out books he said he loved as a kid, Where the Wild Things Are, Goodnight Moon. We'd cuddle at night and talk about names. He liked Eli, I liked Aiden. We joked we'd compromise with Eladin. He was there when I first felt the baby kick. He cried, literally cried, and I thought, this is it. This is my forever person. But just 3 days before my due date, that dream shattered. It was 8:13 p.m. I was curled up on the couch, a heating pad on my lower back and a bowl of melting ice cream balanced on my belly. My feet were swollen, my ankles gone. I remember watching reruns of Friends, half laughing, half wincing with every Braxton Hicks contraction. Then my phone buzzed. A simple text. I need to talk to you. No emojis, no heart, just 5 words that instantly set off alarm bells. I stared at it for a full minute. My mind raced. Was it about the hospital bag? Did he want to change the birth plan again? Was he backing out of the water birth idea? He arrived 20 minutes later. No kiss, no smile, no hey baby. Just a look, haunted, nervous, distant. He stood in the doorway like a stranger. I asked what was wrong. He didn't answer right away. Just looked down at the floor, hands shoved deep into his coat pockets like a guilty teenager caught sneaking in past curfew. I remember the silence. That awful weighted silence. Then he said it. I can't be there when the baby's born, because I'm married. For a moment I actually laughed. I thought he was joking. Some twisted, tasteless joke. What? I said, waiting for him to smile. I'm married, he repeated. I've been married for 12 years. I swear the room tilted. I felt like I had been punched. 12 years. 2 kids. A house in the suburbs. Family portraits. School drop-offs. Christmas mornings. He had all of it. While I was here, planning our life. Painting dreams on nursery walls. Why? Why didn't you tell me? He sat down then, but not next to me, across from me like he was scared to get too close. I didn't plan this. You were supposed to be just a break. Something different. I didn't expect to fall for you. That made it worse. So much worse. Turns out his wife had found our photos, the selfies, the ultrasound snapshots he used to kiss, the video of us putting together the crib. He had uploaded them to a private folder in his cloud and, surprise, she found it. She told him to choose. End it with me or lose everything. He said he was choosing them, not because he loved her more, but because it was easier, less messy. I was the mess. You were my escape, he said. You made me feel alive again, but I have responsibilities. I wanted to throw something, scream, but I didn't. My body wouldn't let me. Maybe it was shock, or maybe I knew deep down, if I let myself feel even an ounce of what I was feeling, I'd never stop. Did you ever love me? I whispered. He didn't answer. His silence was louder than anything he could have said. He offered to pay child support, said he'd try to be involved when he could, but asked me not to contact him directly for now. His wife was watching his every move. Then he stood, and without another word, walked out the door. No apology. No goodbye. No closure. He just left, like I was a phase he'd grown out of. That night my body gave out. Maybe it was the stress, or the heartbreak, or just some cruel twist of timing, but I went into labor, alone. My contractions started around 2 a.m. By 3 I was in so much pain I could barely stand. I called my mom. She was out of town 4 hours away. I couldn't wait. I drove myself. Every red light felt like a betrayal. Every pothole, a punch to the gut. By the time I stumbled into the hospital, I was soaked in sweat and fear. There was no one to hold my hand, no one to coach my breathing. Just strangers with scrubs and soft voices telling me I was doing great when I felt like I was falling apart. 12 hours later, I gave birth to a beautiful, perfect baby boy. He had my nose, his father's eyes, and in that moment, when they placed him on my chest, tiny and crying in mine, it all melted. The betrayal, the loneliness, the hurt. He was real. He was here and I wasn't alone anymore. The days that followed were a blur of sleepless nights, diaper changes, and numbness. I cried into my pillow while my baby slept against my chest. I screamed in the shower where no one could hear. I stared at the empty spot on the couch where he used to sit and wondered how I could have been so blind. But slowly something shifted. I deleted every photo of him, blocked his number, burned the ones I had printed and tucked into my journal. I started documenting everything, for legal reasons, for custody, for child support, but also for myself, to remind me of the truth, so I'd never, ever forget. People asked me where the father was. I'd smile and say, he didn't make the cut, and I meant it. I didn't tell them how he cried at ultrasounds, or how he kissed my belly goodnight. I didn't tell them about the soft promises and whispered futures. I told them the truth that mattered. My son has me, and I'm enough. A year has passed. My son is crawling now. He laughs when I make silly faces and grabs my hair like it's his favorite toy. He babbles nonsense and calls me mama in a voice that melts me every time. His father never showed up. Not once. He sends checks barely enough to cover diapers, no calls, no visits. Not even a card on his first birthday. And I've come to accept that, because I am not the woman who begged him to stay. I am the woman who stayed strong when he left, who gave birth alone, who built a home from nothing but pain and love. So too, the man who kissed my belly while hiding his ring, to the man who watched my body grow while hiding behind lies, to the man who ran when life demanded accountability. Let's not meet, ever, again.
Thanks for listening to The Redditor's World. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for weekly voiceovers from the wild, weird, and unbelievable corners of Reddit. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a chilling tale or jaw-dropping confession. Got a subreddit or story suggestion? Drop it in the comments. We're always listening. Share this video with fellow Reddit lovers, because the internet's most unbelievable stories deserve to be heard. Until next time, this is the Redditor's World, where Reddit stories come to life. Stay curious, stay safe, and let's not meet.